Guys, it's Wednesday. Thank God it's Wednesday. Episode 7. Man, this is... Did you see this week? There's so much. There's so much. I don't know what to do. Is it a Thank God it's Wednesday? It's getting to be, oh no, it's Wednesday. Oh boy. Well, happy Wednesday. Let's see what came out. This might take a few hours, because it was a ridiculous week. It was a ridiculous week. Good thing that get a little time off next week. And new comics don't come out until Thursday, so we get a reprieve. We get a stay of execution on being able to actually read these books. But first, business. Last week's last week's book of the week. This was a pretty easy one. It's TMNT 100. This was really, really good. I don't want to give any spoilers away in case you haven't read it, but I'm really, really curious to see where things go from here. It looks like I'm not worried. It's like oh no, everything's a mess. Everything's awful. Things will be okay. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, what are they going to do? I'm sure whatever it is going to be great and a lot of fun. But yeah, this was good. This was good. A good ending to the City at War. All right, this week, book 3 of Last Night on Earth. It feels like it's been a little while since this, but it's been a good Black Label title. Walking around with Joker's head in a cage. We knew it would happen eventually, so that's been great. Let's see. The end of our 2099. So we'll see how this ends. Talked about this a little bit. This and while we are talking about it, the ending to Annihilation Scourge. So Omega. Yes, Omega. What do you guys think about this event being an alpha issue or a prime issue? Do they call it alpha or prime? If they call it prime and then omega, that's disappointing. That's wrong. So let's assume they aren't complete idiots and called it alpha. And then just one-shots that kind of explore the universe of, or the state of the world with that event. And then an omega issue, instead of just... Here is a 6-issue series that tells one story. What do you guys think of that? I'm undecided on that. Aquaman 55. This has been good. I don't know if I ever mentioned Aquaman is my favorite DC character. It was my favorite character for a while, but Spider-Man inevitably took over. I fought it for so long. Like, no, I am an Aqua Boy. But Spider-Man's just so much better. I couldn't resist it. I couldn't keep lying to myself, and I'm sure as hell not gonna lie to you. Basket Full of Heads number 3. This was the first of the Hill House books, so it's the first to get a number 3. It's the first issues are good, so looking forward to more of this. Let's see. Batman 85. Look at this. Look. Doing things in a camera is difficult. Look. Exercised, epic, but real small. Finale. City of Bane. After being going on for 5 years, we have a finale. Oh goodness. It was a long run. It was a really long run. It's about time. Some would say it was too long. I would say it was too long. I did say it was too long. But it's finally over. Hopefully the ending has a big old shebang, and it makes me think, you know what? That 20 years that Batman was in, it started in issue 1, right? It was Batman issue 1. Batman issue 1 was City of Bane Part 1. And now we're on issue 85 in finale. That's what it feels like. Doomsday. Oh, look at this. They said it would never happen. The end of Doomsday Clock. Another book that had been going on for 5 years, but only the 12th issue. This was supposed to be faster. Doomsday Clock has been fun. I'm really excited to see how this ends. But I was surprised to see that it was actually going to. That we were getting the last issue. Great, cool. Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. It's fun. Don't have a whole lot to say about that. Hellblazer. I've said a lot about Hellblazer. So good. This new run of Hellblazer fits right in with the Vertigo. It makes me so I get I don't have a full run of Hellblazer, the original Hellblazer. I get that in trade. It almost makes me want to not get the issues of this, but just get the trades, because it's just going to fit so well from the original Vertigo run of Hellblazer into this. It's just going to feel like this seamless flow. It makes me want to get these in trade instead. But I probably won't. I should. But I won't. I don't listen to my own good advice. Legion Superheroes. Love Legion. Whenever Legion comes back around, I pick it up. This, the super secret artifact. No spoilers here because it's on the cover. Aquaman's trident. Kind of cool. Didn't really expect that to be that was going to be like, oh, this is this thing of power that you got to watch out for. Aquaman's trident. Who would have thought? This one, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Revenge of Cosmic Ghost Rider. It's Cosmic Ghost Rider. Come on, guys. It's super fun. Ever since he showed up, all the minis he's been in has just been so good. It's just one of those things where it's just silly and fun and doesn't matter. Just have a good time. It's great. It's great. So glad to see that we're getting more of that. Runaways. This is getting better. It's better than what it was when this run first started, for sure. This is still Rowell. Yeah, Rowell. I wasn't super on board with Rainbow Rowell when she took over Runaways, but I think she's kind of getting the hang of it. I'm trying some different stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Speaking of, I started I started over season 1 of Runaways on Hulu. I think I watched the full season when it first came out, and I was going to watch season 2, and I was like, I don't remember season 1. I mean, I know the general story of Runaways because I read Runaways. But you know, when it was a show, it's a little bit different, and I couldn't remember having watched it. I know that I did. I know that I enjoyed it. But anyway, neither here nor there. Has nothing to do with anything. I'm rewatching. Star Trek Year 5. Oh, Sulu and the fish person, lady or not lady, not real sure, doesn't really matter. But yeah, Sulu has fallen in love with the fish person that they rescued, and it looks like things are getting hot and heavy. I hope that are they actually underwater. That's bad, because Sulu can't live underwater. The fish person can live in not underwater, which we call air. So they'll be able to, they can do their thing, whatever that is. Have I talked about this? Have we talked about this? It's never too late to talk about Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. It's never too early to talk about Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. This I recently added this to my file. was told it was very good. I picked up the back issues, and it is very good. Listen, I don't care if you don't like DC. I don't care if you don't care about Superman. Everyone needs to read this book. This book is too good. It's too good. It's literally too good. Like, we as a species, we as humans, do not deserve a comic as good as Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. So, but we got one. So if you do not take advantage of something we do not deserve, that's your own fault. But you should read this. It's so good. Oh, it's so much fun. It's so funny. Look at this. Wasn't I just complaining about this last week? Or is this 2 times a month now? Iron Man? I'm not going to go into that again. I don't want to get all depressed again. It's Iron Man. It's another finale. Thank goodness. Let's move on. Ultron and making robots and... Oh, that's nonsense. Spider-Man 3, first 2 issues were great. It's an alternate Earth Spider-Man story. That's 2 of my favorite things in comics. Spider-Man and alternate timelines or alternate universes. So that's good. It's good. Shazam, number 9. Again, this has been fun. Another tangent. I recently saw the movie Shazam. Now we could talk on length about. I'm gonna put this down if you don't mind. About the DC's movie track record. The Cliff Notes version is that it is not good. It is bad. However, there is a shining light, and that shining light is Shazam. Oh my God, that movie. If you, for whatever reason, didn't see it because it's like DC movies all been horrible, and you're not wrong. Wonder Woman was good, but for the most part, it's more misses than hits for sure. So you're like, Shazam. I'm not gonna bother. You bother. You go bother because Shazam was, no pun intended, a magical experience. Man, the end. I'm getting verklempt just thinking about it. It was really good. So it's on HBO if you have HBO. So go see it if you have the means. Maybe you go see it. History of the Marvel Universe and more of this stuff. Recap of Marvel Universe, level setting of, okay, this is how things are. They have to do this every 20 years or so. What is the actual history of the Marvel Universe, right? What war was Punisher in? It's getting to the point, like, was he in Vietnam? Was Punisher in Vietnam? Because then he's like, oh, well, he was in Afghanistan because, time, how time works. So it's good that they do that every once in a while. Daredevil, more just through hell, has been great. Training with Elektra, I don't really understand why he's training again. It's not like he wasn't away from the game for that long. I've beaten up criminals like riding a bike, isn't it? Like once you know how to do it, you know how to do it. But whatever, he's not Daredevil again yet. But it can't go on forever. Amazing Spider-Man. It's Amazing Spider-Man. It's the wrap-up of 2099, or part of the wrap-up with the Omega issue. See, who knows how this works? 2099, you have an Alpha, 4 or 5 one-shots, an Omega, and was it 3 tie-in issues of Amazing Spider-Man? How am I supposed to read this? What's the order? Give me something. At least put in here part 1 of whatever, even if they don't necessarily bridge from one to another. Every time I read one of these, I have to flip to the back and look at the checklist and say, okay, what order is the checklist in, so I know I'm reading the right one in the right order, because they're coming out 2 a week, right? I mean, if I'm gonna give you basically 100% of my disposable income, make it a little easier on me, Come on. All right. Scream number 2. It's symbiote stuff. I'm gonna get symbiote stuff. There are 3 guarantees in life. 3 guarantees of life: death, taxes, and I will buy symbiote crap. And then we have our magazine size Harley Quinn, the number 1 character that I do not care about in all of comicdom, and this book is great. So what does that say? I mean, if you give just a little bit about Harley Quinn, you should probably read this, because I actively despise Harley Quinn and I really like this book. And Joker, Killer Smile. Again, first one was good. As long as you keep being good, I'll keep reading you. Let's see. Off the shelf, Lolo Woods. Horror comic, Hill House, not by Joe Hill, but we'll give issue 1 a shot. See how it is. I'm liking horror books. You know, back in the day, horror books were a thing. We don't get it that much anymore. You know, we get our Hellblazers and our Sandman stuff, which they kind of consider horror, but it's not really a horror story. It has some adult themes and some scary imagery and but it's not a horror story. I really, really like this Hill House stuff that is giving us sort of actual horror stories. It's been great. Anything else? Let's see. Pick this up. Spider-Man Special Edition from 1992, I believe. This was I think it was a mail away, a special UNICEF edition thing. But one of my shops had this, so I picked it up because it's Spider-Man. Mostly because it's Spider-Man Special Edition, but it's obviously a Venom issue about the trial of Venom. So I mean, should probably get that, right? Is this a variant of? There already is a trial of Venom, isn't there? This is just a different version of it. Anyway, I picked it up because it was 90s and it was Venom, and it felt like it needed to be in my 90s Venom collection. So I picked it up. And this was a special order, so I knew this was coming. But the Volume 3 of Epic Collection of Amazing Spider-Man. So, you know, I'm collecting all of Amazing Spider-Man, going for a full run of Amazing Spider-Man. And I don't just collect this stuff, I read it. I plan to read through all of Amazing Spider-Man from beginning to end. You know, given I've already read a good chunk of it from when I started buying it, but I am going to read all of it. But I don't want to physically read my early issues. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get Epic Collections. I'll probably start actually reading the actual issues probably around between 100 and 150, probably. But this is up through 52. So this includes the first appearance of Kingpin. That's going to be fun. 39. Yeah, there's some fun issues in here. So I special ordered that. I'm a little over halfway through Volume 2, so I needed to get this in so I could just continue. Because I can just sit and read Spider-Man all day. Especially Silver Age Spider-Man. Ugh, it's so good. First Shocker's in here. Man. I team up with the Avengers. Oh, Rhino. That 3-part Rhino story. The first. Oh, man. You don't need to watch me do this. This is ridiculous. Okay, so that is it. Again, a big week. Glad I got a little extra time. Gonna need it. So yeah, let me know. I'm really curious to know what you think about the 2099 and the Annihilation Scourge form of miniseries that Marvel did with these last two. What are your thoughts on that? What are, you know, I mean, I don't hate it. It's just, it just seems like it'd be easier if it was just a story. But anyway, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what I picked up that was garbage. And then be sure to check out other videos and subscribe. There'll be things here, if not now, at some point in the video. So, boop, 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 boop. Do one of those. All right, that's it. Bye. This video was brought to you by Titan Comic Pressing. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Titan Comic Pressing LLC.